when I did Umbrella Academy, I remember doing.
You're still doing Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, final season's about to come out.
Was this the fourth
and final? Yeah.
Fourth and final season.
Yeah, but it's been 7 years. When I did these, the first, so 7 years it's been this year, because we have these huge, Netflix do these huge like hiatuses between seasons that we had.
That's tough, huh?
Oh man, like a year and a half hiatus. Yeah, I remember doing the chemistry reads. I was the first one to be cast in the show, and I did these chemistry reads with all these different. One of the characters in the show is Alison, and I did a bunch of chemistry with these Alison candidates, and at that point I was still in that state of like, oh, you've got to be the best. You've got to be the best that comes in the room, and that's all that matters. You should be the best. You'll get the role. Every single one of these Alison actresses were phenomenal. We all had chemistry. It was great. I was like, she was great. Oh my God, she was great. How are they going to choose between these 5 girls? They were all so good. They all brought their A game. None of them got cast. They were like, yeah, they just didn't have what they were looking for.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, and I realized it's not about being the best. It's about what's right for them.
What's in the creator's mind? What do the producers want? What do the network studio want? Yeah. It's like this, all these cooks in the kitchen. And it's just like, you just have to go in there and give it your best.
Yeah.
You can't control these things.
No,
you shelve these things.
Totally. Yeah. That was a real kind of like, light bulb moment of like, it's not about being good. It's about, yes, it is about being good, but being right is a whole different thing.
We both play Luthers.
We both play Luthers. Yeah.
I was Lex.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, solid.
You had to wear a muscle suit to achieve the correct look and underwent martial arts training for Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
You don't wear that anymore.
No, not for since season 4.
Was that a pain in the ass?
Yeah, well, yeah, in different ways. There was different ones. It was like the prosthetic one, which was obviously a large prosthetic job every morning when I was wearing it. But when you glued in, it's an enormous suit and heavy. So like trying to do fight scenes in it is, but it's more the circulatory, like you lose the ability to like sweat, or you just sweat into the suit, right? So your body temperature goes hotter and hotter and hotter.
So you must smell at the end of these things.
Yeah, I guess it does. I feel sorry for the people who have to
clean it.
How
much did it weigh?
Probably weighed like 35, 40 pounds.
35 or 40 pounds you're putting on you to like,
yeah.
Isn't that bad for your back and your neck?
Yeah, you had to really like work on because also the muscles on the back of that like kind of simian suit, they're not human muscles. They come, so you know your lats at the back, they kind of, these ones came around and butterflied around his, like around the top of his shoulders, right? Across the top of the traps. So you couldn't retract your shoulders. So you're constantly in this position, like hunched over. So at the end of every season, I needed to go for like full on like chiro, just bringing my back. So
you were in a lot of pain.
It did. Yeah. There was some periods where I was like, whoa, it was pretty uncomfortable.
What does Umbrella Academy mean to you?
A huge chapter of my life. Like I say, it's 4 seasons, but it's the better part of my 30s, really. I signed onto it when I was like 32, I think. 39 now.
Wow.
So
you old bastard.
Yeah, I know. God,
Jesus,
getting
look
on.
at you.
Yeah.
Wait till you're 52.
Yeah. You're never 52.
Yeah.
No.
I just turned 52, man.
Bloody hell, you look good.
Let's try not working.
My God. That'll do it.
That's the key. Yeah. Work as little as possible. You'll look really good for a long time.
Oh, that's good to know.
It's better to look good.
It's done.
Better to look good than to feel good.
It is, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all in a mess underneath it all.
Yeah, exactly. But wow, so what does it mean to you?
Yeah, it means everything. It's been a huge learning curve for me. I've learned so much. I've learned so much about myself. I will miss my on-screen siblings massively. Like we really are, like you say about casts and stuff, right? And I think, you know what it's like when you finish a show and you think, oh, you know, it's such a great cast, and you like build a relationship, you build friendships. This truly was like a proper family because all of our scenes were in some format together, right? And then we'd have these huge group scenes, and then we'd hang out together as a group, and we would bicker as a group like a family does, like siblings. And then 5 minutes later, we can be just having a laugh about something stupid.
Right.
And I think you only get that when you have that level of friendship. And that's what we've got with this. I actually just saw all the guys yesterday. We did a bunch of like content stuff.
Who's the biggest clown?
Biggest clown?
Who's always just goofing up? You're like, shut up, I need to focus.
Everyone has their turn at that. Robert Sheehan is like a beautiful human. I love him to bits. and he's definitely the wildest on camera in terms of where he'll go, which I love because it's so
Takes
spontaneous.
chances.
Oh my God, yeah, it's great. It's great. But yeah, he's definitely a wild one, which I love. David Castaneda, who's my other boy, he's we had some great stuff in season 4 together, like Tweedledee and Tweedledum as two, and he loves to play